What's going on, guys? You already know Chichi Med's in the building, and today I'm doing a tutorial on how to change your carburetor for your gas bike. Really what happened was I dropped this filter here and I had to replace it, but when I ordered it they sent me a whole brand new carburetor. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna change a carburetor for a gas bike. Now, I checked online to see how to do this, and the only reason I'm doing a tutorial right now is because nobody has this tutorial up, but I know a few people who do have these bikes. So this here is going to help them figure out how to change their own carburetor. So we're going to move fast with this because of the simple fact that I don't know what I'm doing, so we're going to do this for the first time together. However, this looks pretty simple though. What I did do already is, as you can see, we're looking at the carburetor here. I took the fuel line off, and what I'm going to recommend for you guys is I took the fuel line off and I put a clip on it. I put a clip on it because when I took the fuel line off, it just started leaking gasoline all over the place, and that's pretty much what you don't want to do, is have gasoline leaking all over the place. So I put a clip on that. So have a clip for your fuel line. The fact that you close the fuel line on your tank doesn't mean anything. It's still gonna leak fuel. And then I went ahead and I loosened up this wire here. It's the wire that goes connected to this right here. So this is your carburetor once again, and here is your switch to open it up and to close the valve. And this piece right here, which is where the line goes for the electricity, we have to reroute that wire now. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So far the tools that I've been needing to do this would just be a simple flathead screwdriver, adjustable wrench, and a little ratchet, but the ratchet hasn't come in handy yet, but I have it there just in case. So let's go ahead and undo this here, which I need to undo. You want to be careful here because this is going to pop up. There's a spring in there. This is just going to pop right up. So be careful. So now I figured out how this part works. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this. And we're gonna install a very new operating carburetor. Woohoo! It's gonna be so much fun. This is what you have to attach that wire to. So detach that. Now what we're going to do is continue I removed it from the pipeline itself, and what I'm going to do now is put the new carburetor that I already attached. So I was having trouble putting this because this was too close to the actual back bar for the seat. So I had to cut off about a half of an inch of it. And we're gonna find out now if that even made a difference, because we gotta fit this carburetor in there somehow. Let's go ahead and see what we actually did. And when it comes to these kind of bikes, sometimes you're gonna have to make your own modifications. You gotta make it work. You feel me? You gotta make it work. Because if it doesn't fucking work, guess what the fuck? You're gonna be riding around in some bullshit. So, just like that, we accomplished that. That went in like a successful thing. Remember, guys, you're gonna order it online, but you're not gonna get the right part, because there's nothing is perfect. This is built in the crib, you dig? So, I went ahead and I cut a piece off of this. That was the most important thing that you need to learn now, that I cut this piece off. So I cut that off, I readjusted it, I mounted it, it was successful. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and secure that. Secure the payload. Because if we don't secure the payload, you know, it'll fall off, and that's what happened to me the first time. So you guys see, nobody online was actually covering this, so I had to do a tutorial for you. You understand what I'm saying? But since now that I have the tutorial, I hope this helps people out. You got a Gasbike. This is how you change your carburetor. Has no specific instructions, so I learned as I was going along. I want you guys to know that when you make these modifications, it makes your bike faster. So kind of want to have these dope modifications, and you know, everything that comes from the stock isn't the best. It's a little tricky. Take my gloves off. Make sure this is kind of tight. Now to put everything back where we found it. Everything is tight the same way you found it, right? So shit don't fall off in the middle of the street. Fast, all these vibrations. Now we replace the fuel line, which is a little tricky. that, my friend, concludes how to change a carburetor on a gas bike, from an older version to a new one. And it's pretty simple. Like I said, this one I'll keep for spare parts in case anything happens to the new one. And that's it, my friends. Put the other one back together the way you found it. That way, whenever you need it, it's still brand new. You feel me? And that, my friends, is it. You already know, Meds TV. We're always teaching you something here, or inspiring you, or making you laugh. So you already know. Subscribe, like, share. Put a comment in the bottom. And if there's something that I forgot to tell you how to do, just ask on the comment in the bottom. I'll respond to you. Like I said, there's not too many of these videos online, so I thought I had to do one for everybody, so that way if you need to change your carburetor, you can always go ahead and do that. Other than that, thank you guys for, tuning in. And Meds TV, you already know. Stay tuned for more shows, One World News, and stay tuned for some 4mm. And tell your friends about it, you already know. That's what we're here for.